Hey everybody, hope you've had a great week. Just wanted to touch base on some data that I've been reviewing with your district CSMs this week and some action that's going to come from it. So I was able to get a consolidated poll of my 4 districts using data from the grace period reports to get an actual easy simplified view of enrollment gaps that may have occurred from fall 18 to fall 19. And was able to put together in a pivot table actionable items for the district CSMs to review with their respective LCs to see if there are any areas where we can intervene and hopefully either stop the leaky bucket or determine if there are any other strategies or course of actions that we can take. So from this data, you'll see here, and I'm going to drill down just into a specific district, you'll be able to see here at an account level where there is a increase or decrease in enrollments from fall 18 to fall 19 year over year. And what I'm asking the CSMs to do is simply go through and review this data and have quick 15-20 minute one-on-one calls with each LC to determine what the best next steps are. So for example, in David's district here, you can look, and this doesn't sort smallest to largest, I guess. So you actually would have to scroll through and take a look at the account level, and you'll notice that it identifies certain gaps that potentially could use investigation. So there's not a ton per district, but again, it just gives us a really clear snapshot. So this is irrelevant of inclusive access and some other factors, and it's just really raw data that I think is simplified for the sake of the CSMs and the LCs to be able to have these meaningful conversations. So for example, if we take a look at Northern Kentucky University, we can look that there's a drop in enrollments, again, from the grace period data of 84 units from fall of 2018 to 2019. So what happened here? Is this just due to enrollment decrease? Is there an instructor that potentially taught last fall that isn't teaching this fall that's impacting this number? And in addition, the added benefit here is that you can click into any of these numbers in a given line, and it's going to open a secondary sheet that will link directly to the grace period report for that adoption itself. So now your district CSM, yourself, or the LC can look in here and notice the course begin dates. So you'll see the 2018s are in here just because I had to pull those for the sake of the data. But who's teaching those, what sections they're teaching, and who's using our product efficiently and effectively, or maybe not. And then if the CSM or LC is able to identify instructors that potentially weren't teaching that were, or other circumstances around that, they can develop an appropriate strategy to go target that for a spring 2020 either conversion or retention increase in the activations. So I just wanted to give you a snapshot of this. I'm going to include this in my follow-up today, but wanted to give you an idea of one of the things we were taking a look at. And ultimately, the call to action is going to be for the CSMs to review these with the LCs and ultimately determine what the next steps are, whether it be an LC contact, determining who's going to be teaching in the spring, ensuring that the product is set up and ready to go. And in addition, if the district CSM warrants it valuable enough to add to their specific business plan for additional strategy. Hope this helps and have a great weekend.